For most students, their university dissertation involves hours of poring over books, extracting facts and checking sources. It doesn't usually involve setting fire to a dozen houses in Jersey to see what'll happen. And that's exactly what Jim Dave's study entails, and the research is set to be groundbreaking. Hannah Collier has this.
It's a sight that most of us dread, but this is simply science. How quickly will this fire spread? Just how hot is it going to get? What toxic gases is it going to give off? And how much water is needed to put it out? The answers are set to be groundbreaking. And it all came about because of a Jersey firefighter's dissertation.
There is data out there, but a lot of it's theoretical and nothing's really been proven. So this all started with me thinking, right, I'm going to find out the correct flow rates for certain size fires, and that was the start of it.
This fire was started in one corner of the room. The test was to see how quickly the fire would spread to this stack of wood in the opposite corner. Within 2 minutes, the test showed the room was at 850 degrees, and the oxygen had gone down to nothing, even though the door to the room and to the house was wide open. It meant the wood didn't catch fire, but its weight decreased, basically because the heat cooked it. If it had have come into contact with oxygen, the results would have been explosive.
After 7 minutes it was so dangerous, the firefighters had to go in, else we'd have lost the whole building. So, with the door shut, we burnt for an hour, and then we opened the door and let it develop. So, the old adage, close the doors. It's illustrating that for teaching people, always close your doors.
On-site recordings were taken of what was in the smoke and what was being given off from certain objects. It can be up to 60 types of toxic gases. Most people who are killed in house fires die from the smoke. The results will hopefully help firefighters save more lives.
One of the things the scientists were looking at was just how hot the room got in the course of the fire. They used these probes to check the temperature at different heights, and they found at the height of the fire it was about 850 degrees on the ceiling and 250 degrees on the floor.
The temperature made it difficult for firefighters, and they started tackling the fire as soon as they went through the door. Their progress can be seen when what's coming out of the door turns from dark smoke to steam.
Initially it's just you've got quite a lot to do. It's helpful having the eyes behind you because they can keep an eye on what's going over the top of you and what's happening in the rest of the room, whereas I was more focused on the fire.
The data is going to take months to analyse, but once it is, it will be published globally to help firefighters know how a fire will behave and in turn how best to put it out.